Welcome to Transit Tuesday. My name is Reed Alvarado. I am the communications coordinator for SunLine Transit Agency. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be going over a quick overview of our brand new operations building. This has been a huge achievement for SunLine Transit Agency, and we're excited to share with the public a brand new home that we have here in Thousand Palms. To get us started, however, we want to remind the public that we are now hiring. Today, we are going to be having a brief talk about our operations team. And if you think that the building is as exciting as we do, well, this could be the building that you could work in. And we want to make sure that operators know that this building is fully ready to go, functional, and we actually have had people in there for the last few weeks. And next week, we will be breaking from our usual scheduling to host a special evening edition of Transit Tuesday. It will be at 6 p.m. on August 17th, going into the details of what being an operator at SunLine Transit Agency means, how to apply, how to prepare your application, and everything you need to know to get started. So if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat on the stream, or we'll be publicizing that throughout the week. So feel free to drop in questions. You can also visit sunline.org/driver, where we have the steps needed to make sure that you have a standout application and you are ready to hit the road. All right, now, you may have seen that we posted a video about 10 days ago now, marking the opening of our operations building, but some backstory about it. It broke ground in January 2020, and in 17 months, and in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, SunLine was able to forge ahead with this exciting addition for those who keep SunLine moving every day. Now, if you're curious about what was here before, was there a previous operations building? I can show you. Through the gift of Google Maps, we can look at what hasn't been updated yet because the building is brand new. You can see on the left, this image is from probably a year and a half ago now, before January 2020. We had a network of trailers. Now, this network of about 4 trailers hosted our operations and dispatch team for nearly 30 years, a very substantial part of SunLine's history. So when we were able to make sure that we were ready to start construction of our new operations building, there was no better place than a few feet away. You can see that right below the trailers on the screen, there was an opening for a new building, and that is where our current operations building sits today. Now, our current operations building is 9,300 square feet. This building is made up of on the west side, as much glass as possible, with an emphasis on natural light to bring in as much light into the building and make sure that employees are adequately comfortable. This building opened in July 2021 and was unveiled through a virtual ceremony by our board of directors on July 28th. And all of these investments are really important because by ensuring that our operators and the people who facilitate their journey every day are comfortable and a place to recharge, that carries through to our riders. So we're really excited to be able to lift the overall experience of SunLine Transit Agency with this exciting new facility. Now, our operations facility is home to our operators lounge, which you see here and features a range of new amenities. 2 offices for dispatch. One is for fixed route and one is for paratransit. A field supervisor office, a paratransit reservationist call center with extra noise padding to make sure that they have the environment to be able to receive calls for Sundial and process everything needed. And finally, our training staff is in the operations building, and they have some exciting new features that we will share in just a moment. Now, if you're thinking about applying to be on our operations team, this is a great photo to show you how a network of trailers has become an exciting new place, whether you are getting ready for your next shift or you are just maybe finishing a long day. We have the operations lounge, the operators lounge. And this new facility features a kitchenette area, which has a filtered water station and a coffee maker, in addition to a refrigerator for storage. And this is all in addition to a series of lockers we have at the front of our building that operators can use to store their items. In addition to the seats you see in this photo, there is ample seating throughout the lounge. There is this is not the only room where you can sit. You can also check out what we have on our next page. But before I go there, I just want to mention that in the back there, you can see our two kind of glass walls, and those are offices for our fixed route and paratransit controllers. Now, I mentioned that there are a couple spaces for people in our operations team to sit, recharge, relax. And in addition to that, it's really important that we provided a space for our team to get creative. Now, one of those is a small scale space that is supercharged for creativity, and that is our inspiration station. This is just a place, working at a transit agency, there are so many people, there are so many moving pieces every single day, and that's what makes it exciting. But sometimes when you just want to get something done really quickly, it's very nice to be able to tuck away and get to a place where you can focus and get the creativity flowing. And that is the inspiration for our inspiration station. In addition to this space that was built for one, we also have our quiet room. Our quiet room is an amazing place for our operators who are not currently driving or on shift, that maybe do not want to be chatting and talking in the lounge, but instead want, a safe place to just kind of rest, recharge, read a book. So this is right off our main lounge, right behind that kitchen, and that provides multiple spaces for people to step away and make sure that they are getting everything they need for a good shift. Now, in addition to recharging, collaboration is at the heart of a transit agency. So that is why we have a 12-seat conference room in the ops building with this amazing wall that I love to share because I think it really highlights what SunLine is all about, and that's teamwork. So through kind of the ideas, we wanted to make sure that every wall in this building reflected kind of the values of our agency. Now, last but not least, it's important to note, particularly for those that are interested in maybe joining the SunLine team, that previous bus driver experience is not required when you start on our operations team. And to make sure that our our drivers feel fully prepared to hit the road, we have a fabulous training team, and they now have a location that matches their amazing talent. So we have our training rooms and a very brand new state-of-the-art training simulator, and this allows us to simulate our routes to make sure that every operator feels comfortable from the get-go about where they are going. And that is just a little preview of our operations building. As our operators and the associated staff in our teams